Last week, we asked you all, kids included, to start looking for God in 3 places in the world around you: in nature, in other people, and in words. I didn't hear from a lot of you on the words one, and that's a difficult one, so I wanted to share another example of that with you this week, just as a way to maybe help you see what that might look like. There are a couple of poems that really spoke to me this past week that I would like to share with you. They're just very brief poems, and they were just very powerful in the week that I had this week. The first is called Clearing. Do not try to save the whole world or do anything grandiose. Instead, create a clearing in the dense forest of your life and wait there patiently until the song that is your life falls into your own cupped hands and you recognize and greet it. Only then will you know how to give yourself to this world so worthy of rescue. And the second one is called Praying. It doesn't have to be the blue iris. It could be a few weeds in a vacant lot or a few small stones. Just pay attention, then patch a few words together and don't try to make them elaborate. This isn't a contest, but a doorway into thanks, into silence in which another voice may speak. So those are a couple of examples of how words have spoken to me, how I have seen God in words this past week. I've also seen God in the people around me, especially Gloria and Levi this week. And I've seen God in nature as well. I took my dog out for a walk the other day and we saw this really cool fallen tree, even when nature isn't alive and growing necessarily, but is a tree that has fallen and is lying to decay and become earth for other plants. That is God at work in nature as well. John sent in a picture of his friend's new baby, which is certainly a way to see God in the people around us. And Aaron sent me in this picture of a beautiful sunset. And Lori saw God in some people around her this week, too. I'll let her share that herself.
Hi, y'all. I had a phone call from Elsie, and we had a really nice conversation, and she was asking me about my job situation, how things were going, and I told her I've lost some jobs that will not return, but I have found some new ones, and I was telling her about one that I'm really, really happy about, and it is just on Saturdays, but it is a medical clinic that treats people who are dealing with opioid addiction. And it's owned by 2 young Black men. And the first day I went, it was just, if people think there isn't a problem in America, I was overwhelmed by what I experienced. But when I got home, one of the owners called me and he wanted to know how I felt about it. Was I comfortable? He just assured me that they wanted to hire me and that he was very flexible, and his goal was to make the people who work for him happy. And it was just such a bright spot with everything going on. And I was just so grateful that these 2 young Black men wanted to hire a middle-aged white woman. And when I told him I was definitely interested and accepted their offer, he just said, "Welcome to the team." And I don't know, it just made me so happy.